Hello, family. My name is James Trice, and I'm the creator of a podcast called YANA, or You Are Not Alone. You Are Not Alone is a podcast for Black men. It is more than just a podcast. It's a lifeline and a brotherhood. We're here to create a supportive, judgment-free space where Black men can have real, open conversations about what truly matters to us, from family and relationships to community, sports, culture, politics, faith, sex, race, education, and the challenges of everyday life. We dive deep into it all. Whether you're looking for advice, motivation, prayer, or just a comfort of knowing you're not walking this journey alone. YANA is here for you. This is your space to connect, grow, and be heard, because none of us are meant to do life alone. Look for new episodes weekly wherever you get your podcasts. And look for me on Instagram at jbtrice123. Welcome to YANA. Grace and peace, everyone. This is James Trice again. Welcome to another episode of YANA. You Are Not Alone. Again, this is a space for Black men to come together to talk about the issues that matter most to us in a judgment-free environment where we talk uncensored about what matters most. This is a space where we realize and know that we don't walk this journey of life alone. The Bible says in Genesis 2:18, it says, it's not good for the man to be alone. So God never intended for us to walk this journey of life alone. And so don't even try it. We need each other to make it through this thing called life. So thank you again for joining me on this other new edition of YANA. And today's guest, we have none other than Mr. James Ferguson. And I want to welcome him to the show. Welcome, James. I just met this brother, talked briefly with him, but I wanted him to come on the show because I want him to talk about his life and the things he's been through, and to share some truth, some wisdom with us as Black men. And so anyway, I want to stop there. I want to welcome James. James, thank you for joining me. I want you to introduce yourself, talk a little bit about who you are, tell the audience what you want them to know about you, and we're going to get right into the conversation.
Yes, sir. And Mr. James Trice, I thank you for allowing me to be able to be on your show. And my thing that I want to share with is me being able to be in the prison system. I was in there for 31 years.
Mm.
And God has watched over me through the time that I've been in there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, he allowed me to be able to sit me down and look at my life and the things I've been doing while I was out in out in the world. While I was in there, I ended up catching cancer.
Mm.
I caught my cancer when I was in the prison system. They gave me 3 weeks to live while I was in the prison system. God had watched over me. He gave me 3 weeks to live. When he gave me the 3 weeks to live, what they did was show me in the Bible that 1,000 may fall by your side, 10,000 by your right hand, but you would not be touched.
Mm.
I seen 65 black body bags while I was in there. In John 11, Mary and Martha called for Jesus to come. Jesus waited, and at the same time, God was watching over me, But what I wanted to say too is that me having my cancer, it wasn't about me being able to be strong in there when I had my cancer. And I got it in 2006, and I am here today, right now, today.
Mm.
Not being strong, but it was God's will that I'm here today. I am God. I am here today to speak because there's so many that didn't even make it today. There's so many that didn't even make it today. But I got a chance to speak to let people know it is in your body to kill you. But you have to be strong enough to survive it. And I thank God that I can be here to speak for those that are not here today.
Well, thank you, brother. Where are you from? Where were you born and raised? And then talk about how you ended up in the prison system.
Yes. Uh, I was born and raised in Minneapolis, South Side. Um, I was in prison for a murder that was committed, and I went to prison, and then that's how I ended up with the 31 years. And while I was in the prison system, uh, I ended up doing my time, completed the time. I got out. I started joining Agape. You know what I'm saying, and being able to get out and try to help the community. Support the community, giving back, and working with the community, trying to help the young youth out there, those who are uh, for 30 years. We got a panel together, 97 years encounter. That's what we got together uh, with my brother. He's the CEO of Agape.
What is agape? Can you tell all these what agape is and what they do?
With Agape, what they do is their organization who's on 38th. What they do is they help organize the streets as far as coming together, bringing other organizations together, and try to help people who are coming out of the prison system and bringing them together and try to help them with the schooling. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they need help with the housing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they need help with, giving them whatever they need, clothing. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get their life together. That what we do is do speaking engagements. You know, whatever it is that they need, bringing them families and loved ones together, speaking engagements and stuff. Yeah.
And what do you do there?
What I do there is when I came out of the prison system, as I did it 31 years, I got an organization together, which was the 31 years, which was a panel that I got together, and I got me, Jafar, Marquise, Bridget, my brother Reggie, Frank. It's seven of us, like, and what we do is we go around, which is Sabathany and everything, and we called uh, 97 years, and we all added up all our time together, and we
Hmm.
speak to audiences, whether we go to schools, you know what I'm saying, and we try to help those who can't help themselves. We speak about what we did when we was out in the streets, and
Hmm.
what we did when we was in the streets, and when we went to prison, what we accomplished what we was in the prison system. everything that we accomplished in this prison system, and then when we came out of the prison system, what we accomplished when we came out. So we speak about it so we can help those knowing that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? You can accomplish that there. So we try to prevent people from going to prison.
Mm,
We try to prevent them from going to prison. So when you come out of the prison system, what you can accomplish, so you don't go back.
mm,
So we try to help those, and we try to help those who have single parents. There's so many people who are women who are single parents. That can't help themselves, where they wonder what can they do
mhm,
when a child is in a home and they don't know what to do with that child. So we try to help them, because when we do speaking engagement and they say, anybody have any questions, and they might say, yeah, what I do with my child, and they have that child saying they can't handle that the boy, they can't handle the girl. So we have to have programs for that there.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? So we have to have programs, schooling and stuff like that for them.
mm.
So that's what Agape does as well.
That's good work. That's good work. Um, Talk about your time in prison. You said earlier that you were, helped out in prison. You were helping people while you were there. What are some of
Yes.
the things you did in prison to help other inmates?
Uh, Things I did in prison was restorative justice.
Mm,
Restorative justice, what I did in there was doing the same thing I did out here was speaking engagements. I tell my story inside the prison system of everything that I did out there, was speak to groups of groups of people, try to guide them in the right direction while I was in there. I joined the groups, and then I spoke to them about what not to do, and let them know what I did, and uh, what I helped to do, what
hmm.
not to do to keep themselves out of the prison system. And story justice was the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Join that sort of story justice, and being able to talk to the guards and the inmates. So you talk to the whole ornament, all the audience, whether it's treatment and all of them.
Hmm.
So when they're in the gym, you try to talk to everybody at once.
Okay.
So you lead by example. When you go into all these groups, you got to lead by example if you're walking. You know what I'm saying? So you just try to lead by example while you're in there. That's why they call me Mayor Ferg.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They call me Mayor Ferg.
Mayor Ferg.
Mayor Ferg.
That's what
You
they
know,
called you in prison.
in prison. Yep, I was the mayor in there.
Really?
Yes.
What are some of the things you would say to the inmates? So if you were talking to an inmate right now, what would you say to me?
If you was a inmate in there, I try to say, try to get yourself together so you don't end up back in the prison system. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
say, join this group. There's a group over here that you can join, because I'm in this group here. So try to join this group over here if you want to. They ask me what kind of group is that. I say it's lifers group. I said it's good group. If
Mm.
you want to know what it's about, I'll let you know what it's about. Try to join that group there. You
Right.
know, I'll let them know so you don't end up back in the prison system. And I ask them same thing. How long you been in? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see you back in. It's better to be coming back than not to come back. You know what I'm saying? Try to do the best you can
Right.
with yourself. I said, I don't want to come back. So I'm going to keep going to these groups over and over if I have to, so I don't come back. So I try to give them that positive attitude, positive notes instead of negative.
How did you get the name Mayor Ferg? When did they give
Oh,
you that name, and why did they name you Mayor Ferg?
yeah, because I was known so much in there, doing so much positive, but then Ferg. They always call me Ferg, Ferg, Ferg. So the staff always say, man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows you so much. They always say, man, you need to be the mayor up in here.
Mm,
So you need to be the mayor up in here. That's how they end up saying you need to be the Ferg. So they always say Ferg, Mayor Ferg. So they all call me Mayor Ferg. Hey, Mayor Ferg. So everybody called me that, no matter what it
right,
was. Like that's Mayor Ferg.
right.
So the name stuck
Wow.
with me where I went. Mayor Ferg.
Okay. Do you how often do you see some of the guys that were in there with you today? How often do you see them now?
Out here,
Yes.
uh, I see them often when I go to a lot of the groups that I go to out here, whether it's the Lifers group, whether it's the Hope Act, and whether it's some of them I see when I go to the Capitol when we have meetings. So I see them. I see them often.
So some of those same groups that were in there sounds like there's some groups out here that are similar. Is that what you're saying?
Some of, yeah, some of 'em, it depends on some of the guys.
Mm,
Yeah, it depends on what groups it is, and if they some of them they make it out. Depends on
hmm.
what it is. Yep. So I try my best to be able to see them if I can. Yeah,
Okay.
some of them it is. Yep. Some of them making it out if they can. So I run into them. Yep. So that's what I'm
Okay.
trying to do right now is to be able to try to fight to get some of them out of there.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
they still call you Mayor Ferg out
Yeah.
here?
Still
They
call me
do.
that. Ferg. That's what's on my Facebook page and everything. Mayor
Oh, that's
Ferg.
on your Facebook page, Mayor Ferg. So in order to
Ferg.
reach you, they go to
Yep.
Facebook and type in Mayor Ferg.
Yep.
All right. Is it Mayor Ferg? Mayor
Yep. Yep.
Ferg? Okay. Okay.
Ferg.
Mayor Ferg. So I'm
Yep.
gonna shift gears here and I'm gonna talk a little bit about uh this cancer diagnosis.
Okay.
When were you diagnosed with cancer and what form of cancer was it? Or is
Her
it?
diagnosed 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Diagnosed 2006, and the cancer was independent cancer. And
Talk about that.
independent cancer is what kids get. Kids get it from the toe down, and I got it from my head up. And when I got it from my head up, uh, they didn't know how to cure it because kids get it. So that's why I was battling it for so long. And then when I got it from my head, I was getting these type of headaches, really bad
Mm-hmm.
head. You know, I walking through the yard and everything, and I was falling out. I kept falling out, but I didn't know what it was. I just kept falling out, but it was growing at the same time. It was just growing in my head. You know what I'm saying? And a few times growing and growing and growing. And one day it was growing, and one day I fell out in the unit. When it fell out in the unit, they ended up coming in there. They rushed me down to the hospital. And when they rushed me down to the hospital, they end up rushing me down there. That's when they end up cutting my head open. And when they cut it open, that's when it kind of exploded. When it exploded, that's when they find out that's what it was. It was the cancer growing in my head. So all the time I was walking around in that yard and stuff, it was growing that whole time. So when the air hit it, that's when it exploded. That's why they gave me only 3 weeks to live because it had grown to that big. And then when they rushed me down there, that's when they told me 3 weeks to live. And then yeah, and that's when they told me I was like, yeah, you have to call your family, let them know, you know what I'm saying, that uh you only have that one amount of time to live. And then see at the same time, That's why you have to be able to now count on them, doctors and nurses, to tell you you don't have that much amount of time to live. You have to be able to say, you know what, I'm gonna count on God to tell me, you know what I'm saying, how much time I got to live,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then so from there I was battling it from there. And I stayed in the hospital for a little bit of time. And then so my family uh was coming down there trying to figure out what was going on, you know. So they all came
Mm-hmm.
there, you know what I'm saying, hurt because they figured out now at that split moment that, man, I only have 3 weeks to live. You know, it's like, man, that was a blow to them because I was healthy and everything was cool, everything was good. Then that happened at that split second. So they figured out uh, what was going to happen. More was saying, but at the same time, they was believing in God. You know what I'm saying? And I was believing in God, but at the same time, we was reading them scriptures and everything. You know what I'm saying? But God was gonna work everything out. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna work everything out. So we stayed focused. You know what I'm saying? But and he worked everything out. He knew who was in charge. You know what I'm saying? Who was the boss? You know what I'm saying? So we took it day by day. Stay focused.
Yes. Yes. Wow. What did they say? Okay, so it was in your brain is what they said. What does that form of cancer usually do? Do you know?
That form of cancer usually what it does is it knocks out, as it's in your brain, it usually knocks out certain part of your body,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's your it hits it's when it's in in your head, it can knock out the right side or left side. So it was on my left side. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
I knocked out the left side of your brain. So what they tried to do is I did the chemo, I did the radiation, then I tried the cyberknife. So I tried all the treatments and everything. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. It wasn't working. So um, it was a submission for so long. So all the way from 2006 all the way till 2014 it was in submission. So they battled it all the way to 2014. And then it ended up leaving. It's gone.
So the cancer's gone?
It had left, but then it had came back.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2014, 15, then 2024, it ended up 2025, it ended up coming back. And then they would end up going back in. It came back 2025.
So last year, this is
Yeah,
2026. So last year it came back. What happened then when it came back?
came back. Uh, it kind of knocked out my left side. Yeah, it kind of knocked out my left side. So when it comes back, it usually come back worse than it did before.
Okay.
You know,
So
yeah, it usually come back worse than it did before. Any cancer usually leave you. It usually
mm.
uh, come back worse than it did before.
So
Yeah.
where is the cancer at now?
It's gone, but at the same time, you have to keep a watch on it.
Okay.
It's gone, but at the same time, they keep a watch on it. So I do still take my radiation and my cyber knife. I mean, my radiation and my chemo right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, yep. And do that right
Okay.
now
But
because
originally they gave you only 3 weeks to live, and look how many years it's been. It's 2026, and you still
no,
smiling, looking
exactly,
good,
exactly,
moving around.
exactly. You know,
Yes.
God is good. You know,
Wow,
and I mean,
brother.
testimony. You know what I'm saying? And it's about those who uh, are not here, and there's so many who didn't make it this far. You know, there's so many
I
who
do. I do
got
know.
it, and didn't make it. God said you made it to be able to share that with people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Get a
I
chance
do.
to share it with other people. You know what I'm saying? Which
I
is a
do.
blessing.
I do know. I do know. I just want to share briefly um, that my son uh, passed away of cancer. Actually, May 5th, just past May 5th, would be 17 years since
Yeah.
he passed. He passed in 2009 of cancer. And so
Oh,
May 5th, he died May 5th, 2009.
oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So um, it's a blessing to hear your story, man. I just want to say that to you. And I'm glad that I'm glad you're making it, man. It's good to see.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's
Thank
good to see. Thank you, brother.
you.
Um, how when did you come to know the Lord? When did you come to realize that God was your source of strength, your joy, your everything? When did you come to realize that?
I came to realize that when I went to prison. I really came to know him when I went to prison. 2000 and when I went to prison, um, 2005. I mean, no, not 2005, but 91, 92, 93, 90, 95. When I really gave my life to Christ, uh,
1995 is when you went to prison?
95, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm locked up in 91, but 95 when I surrendered my life to the Lord. When I like
Okay.
surrender it, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. When I surrender my life completely to Him, because when I went to prison and they gave me that life. That's when I knew my life was like over. When they gave me that
Mm,
years, and I knew like my life was completely over, and I figured that was it for me for good. I was like, man, but I knew like my family, my grandma, they was in Christ and everything. And I went down there, I started reading everything. But then when I went down there, I was reading. God was showing me some things because He showed me this. This is what I could do. I sit you down. Now I'm gonna sit you down. He showed me some things on the streets already. Because people, you know, how people always tell you about God and everything. You know what I'm saying? They tell you about God, but you ignored it. You ignored it. But then when you get locked up, now He's showing you. Now, see, now you're gonna listen to me. Now you're gonna listen
mm,
to me. Now I'm gonna sit you down. Now you're gonna listen to me. And now I see. And that's what happened. He had to sit me down. Now I surrender my life completely to Him then, 95. And I gave my life completely over to Him, got baptized and everything. But that's when I realized that I had to give it all to Him. You know what I'm saying? And that,
right.
you know what I'm saying? No matter what.
Right. And so you did this before your cancer diagnosis.
Yeah, way
Yeah. So
before.
you well before then. So you've
Yeah,
been knowing you had a relationship with Jesus Christ for a
yeah,
long time.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Long
Yeah.
time.
But I got to
Yeah,
say, you're looking good, man. Your smile is wonderful. I really
thank you.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Um, Talk about what you really, what brings you joy and satisfaction. What are you most joyful about right now in your life?
Most joyful in my life is like being around Christ, reading my family, my loved ones. I love my family, you know what I'm saying? Because them being there for me when I was locked up, supporting me when I locked up. I like family. You know what I'm saying? I like the gatherness of family. That's so much important. You know,
Mm,
so family's important. That gather of family, that is so important. I don't think people realize that, especially when you're locked up like that. There, people don't realize how important family is when you don't have it, when it's gone. You don't realize how important family really is until it's gone.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? When it's gone. You don't realize that. You know what I'm saying? That's how important family is. That's why I love that gathering of family. I love the Thanksgiving and all the Christmas. I love all that there, the gathering, because
mm-hmm,
that's what brings me joy. You know what I'm saying? I love to go to church. That brings me joy because of togetherness. You can smile, you can laugh together and everything. That brings me joy.
wow.
You
How many
know,
kids do you have?
I got one, two, three, four.
You have four kids? What are
Mm-hmm.
girls, boys? What are they?
Both boys.
All boys?
No, girls and boys.
Okay. Girls and boys. Okay. How many grandchildren do you have?
Oh, grandchildren, a lot of them.
You got you feel a lot of them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wonderful, man. That's
Yeah,
wonderful. Um, what else you want to share with us, man? You have a beautiful smile. Your
yeah,
energy is wonderful, man.
yeah,
Uh, you feel so peaceful, even in the
yeah,
midst of your struggle
yeah,
with this cancer that you're still battling,
yeah,
and you know you're still with us, and
yeah, exactly.
you feel so peaceful. It's wonderful, man. How do you explain that?
Uh, I'm excited to be here. You know what I'm saying? That's not only just being here. I like to be able to help those who are helpless. There's so
Mm,
many people who are like the prison system. You know what I'm saying? Be able to help those who are
mm,
the prison system. That's what I'm doing right now, trying to be able to fight for those who are incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Sometimes being incarcerated, there's so many in there who need to be out. Once you in that system, you don't realize.
mm,
Outside the system, you can't tell. You know what I'm saying? You can't really tell and see, but when you in,
mm,
you tell and see. You know, and that's what I'm doing now with the groups that
mm,
I'm with. Whether it's Agape, which is a very, very strong group, you don't really understand until you there with them, working with them.
yeah.
Hope,
Yes.
you have Hope Act. When you're working with them, you can tell and see. You know what I'm saying? And work with the group there. You know what I'm saying? Your family, loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Right. Okay. Well, I want to get Agape on the show, so I'm gonna
yeah,
reach out to Reggie and the guys over there, Bridget,
yeah,
Marquise, all the folks over there. I want to get the brothers on the show with me.
exactly.
We got to close in a few minutes here, but I got a couple more questions to ask you. What is your biggest hope for black men? What is your
Big,
biggest hope for black men today?
black man that we can all come together as one, as united. You know what I'm saying? And help one another, which is so important. That's why I wish each organization could be able to come together as one. Each organization could be able to come together as one, sit at the table as one, and see what we could come up with. That's powerful because we all got some powerful things in our brain, in our heads.
Mm-hmm.
We all got that there, you
Mm-hmm.
know, which is so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And as brothers, we all got that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying we all strong brothers. We all got that there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we can all
Mm-hmm.
come. You know what I'm saying? Unite together as one. You know what I'm
All right.
saying?
Right. What is the most rewarding thing about being a black man?
Most rewarding thing as a black man. power, love, um, warning thing, kids, what we made, warning thing. I think that's what it is, but the most rewarding thing, just being able to survive.
Right.
You know, yeah, I think most rewarding thing is just be able to uh, use our brains to come together, reward each other.
Right.
You know, put God first, though. That's what we should do. Just put God first, and He'll guide us.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. All right. Well, last thing I want to ask is what uh final message would you give to black men and black people who are listening to us now, who are watching either on YouTube or listening on Apple or Spotify to this conversation? What would you say? What's the final message you would like to leave?
What final message is? Let's try to love each other more. Let's try to love each other more. Love, help each other more. Uh, if we see each other, uh, kids, family, watch out for each other more. You know, I think that's important right there. Just help each other more, watch out for each other more. Don't judge each other. You know, that's what I want to try to do. Just being able to love each other
Mhm.
more.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Anything
So
else you want to say before we end our conversation today?
I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I definitely give you some much respect for having me on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
brother, it was my pleasure, man. If I could have you on again, I want to. We could talk a
Yeah.
little bit more, some other things, man, but thank
Exactly.
you. But go ahead,
Yeah.
continue what you were saying.
Oh no, I just been say I appreciate you. We could talk about some other things too as well when next time too. Yes, I
Yes.
definitely you
Would you come on again?
definitely will.
I'm going to have you on again soon, too.
Appreciate it too.
All
This
right,
is right.
brother.
Okay, I
Man,
appreciate it.
thank you so much. And my prayers are going to continue to be with you as you battle this cancer. You've already uh, you know, proved the doctors wrong.
Yeah,
They gave you 3 weeks, and here it is. It's 2026, and you still with us. You still smiling, still
that's right.
talking, still moving about, and
That's right.
that's a testament to the goodness of God. And
Yeah,
man, I really appreciate you so much for joining us and being able and being willing, really, to come on the show and just talk about who you are and with the battles, the struggles that you've overcome. So
that's
thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Much love
All right.
too.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you, everyone, for joining this episode of Yana. You have been listening to Yana, a space for black men to talk about the issues that matter most to us. And thank you for being in this space with us. Until next time, remember, we're never meant to do life alone. Grace and
That's right.
peace.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yana is here for you. This is your space to connect, grow, and be heard because none of us are meant to do life alone.